All right, time now for Just North of Pittsburgh. We're joined by a friend of Erie News Now at 7, State Representative Pat Harkins. Pat, welcome so much. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks
and I know you'll be able to get all your comments in without interruption because Phil's not here tonight. How's that feel?
It's eerily quiet tonight. I don't know how to describe that.
John Stalin just said rejoice. You were just saying you enjoyed the passion that Stays brings to the weather. Right?
He's, you can tell he's dedicated and he enjoys what he does.
He certainly does. All right, it's back to Harrisburg for you on Monday.
Yes.
How excited are you just to get back at it, to roll up the sleeves and get things done?
Really looking forward to getting back. We had some time off over the holidays and it was good to catch up with people locally. But looking forward to getting back with my colleagues and getting some things done for the public.
Now, there's some new laws that were passed. We're going to talk about how they affect Erie. But the one you had a big part in, it has to deal with first responders. Tell us about that.
Yes, it affords the firefighters, first responders, the ability to qualify for unemployment compensation with anything that they encounter as far as work-related injuries and things like that. It was a passion of mine. It still is on the PFAS. That's something that we're going to get going initially right when we get back, along with my OSHA legislation. I want to make sure that we gear up and get that going.
How about, Pat, public education and funding that? How important is to get some things done in that area?
That's number one, especially on pre-K. We want to make sure we have the money in place to pay people to entice them to teach and to be involved with that, as well as we had a substantial amount of money given to public education in last year's budget. We want to make sure that we take that the next step. There were other programs that were forgotten, neglected. It's something you can't fall behind on. If it's your child that's in the system, you want to make sure they have the best, and that's what we're there for. We want to make sure we can provide the best.
These new laws, what are some that will really impact Erie the most, do you think?
There's things with doulas coverage and then biomarkers for insurance for people with cancer. Any number of things. Those are just a couple that stand out, but there's a lot of things that people don't realize that we work on behind the scenes. The OSHA bill, like I said, is one of my passions right now, as well as the skill machines. We want to make sure that we get those regulated, taxed. Right now they're free of charge for everything. They kind of flying under the radar, and that's something we need to address.
And you see them up everywhere throughout the city and
Sadly,
the county.
yes, and young people that under 18 years old playing these things, we got to make sure we get them regulated.
So those are some of the short-term goals. What's long-term throughout 2025 you want to address?
Long-term, expect the unexpected. I know there'll be a number of issues that'll come up along with the federal government. I always say that we're a microcosm of them. You just kind of ebb and flow, and you take the things as they come. It's a learning curve oftentimes, but you learn to adjust and you work with your colleagues to find the best answers for the public.
Finally, another ceremony on Monday. You've been through it a few times before, but it's always special, isn't it?
It is. I'm honored to be representing the 1st District. It'll be my 19th year there. It's a privilege and an honor, and I want to thank the public for their trust in me, and I won't let them down.
Thanks for everything you do for this community. We appreciate it, Pat.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And stopping by on a holiday once